Hello, my loves, beautiful divine beings, star seeds, gorgeous galactic ones. I hope you're doing really well. Now, I knew this would be a star seeded kind of alien reading when I was just meditating. They gave me alien lingo. So straight away then I got another image and it kind of looked bizarre at first, like little round dots of something, almost a bit like maybe not caviar, but something similar like seed pods. Then it turned into a dragonfly and the wings emerged. And yeah, I'm getting some crazy messages through. Just had a gypsy caravan show up in my mind also before I switched my camera on. So I'm really interested to see what's coming out. I'm getting ET back on the table. There we go. So there's our prophetic message from our little buddy there. I'm going to start off with some charms and then I'm going to start the timer when I start pulling cards. And yeah, let's get to it. Thank you, divine beings. Thank you, beautiful, holy, sacred ones, ancestors. Oh, I love you. All the beings who support us in the energy of love. I'm going to put that back in because you know how they like to fall out. All the beings who support us in the energy of love, I call you in now for clear messages. I'm getting fairy energies coming through. The fairies like to be acknowledged because people so often overlook their relevance and their power. But in pagan folklore, in folklore all around the world, fairies have shown up and they're very powerful creatures and they are duality based. So they can be very sweet and very gorgeous and light-hearted, but you know, you've got to understand the fae, right? And the Irish certainly understand the fae, so that's coming up for some reason. And I feel like someone's energy is making them feel like they're lifting off, because that was another one they showed me. You know, girls, some of you will remember, maybe even boys, some of you will remember from, you know, when I was little, we had these jewelry boxes and the ballerina would spin. Now, what I was seeing in my meditation was this ballerina spinning till she started lifting up. And it reminded me of those dolls we had. Now, I always thought that I was the only kid on the planet that would buy a Barbie that was supposed to swim. And when it sunk to the bottom of the bathtub, it used to make me feel like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? All the other kids' Barbies swim, right? I really believed the advert. So it reminded me of one of them, but one of them that flies. But I'm talking really in someone's soul. You could be really going crazy in the astral realm, the etheric realm, because it's almost like something in the non-physical world is solid to you. I talk about the internal temple. This is beyond the internal temple that is our non-physical world. You know, this is beyond that. This is exploring the realm. This kind of looks like some Lord of the Rings kind of land I'm seeing in my mind's eye. So it could be somewhere you visit. Wildflowers. I'm seeing something. I'm not sure if it's a primrose, some sort of flower you'd see resting on moss in a forest. That could mean something to you. I'm seeing a little doorway in the bottom of a tree trunk, you know, a little doorway in. So that's interesting. Okay, let's get on with the charms. I'm going to use this hand because one of my nails is getting precarious. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's coming out. Okay, Pluto, transformation. We've got the Plutonic M&M. No, it's not, but you know what? For a minute there, it looked totally black, which is why I said Pluto. This is actually a brown M&M, but that was weird how it morphed in front of my face here. So you could be transforming something into something very sweet, very homely, very comforting, and very grounded, okay? Because that was crazy how I saw that as a totally different M&M. Then we've got this gorgeous, rich, kind of crimson burgundy rose here. It kind of looks like red wine. So red wine could be important to you at the moment. I don't know why they're saying skincare products. So you could be finding natural skincare products. They're giving me rose water, which, guys, you can find in the supermarket for like £1.25 a bottle, and it's really good toner. Someone could be doing some delicate botany or alchemy when it comes to something healthy or beautificational, right? Like something to do with your beauty routine, something like that. Ooh, lucky bottle cap flinging out. Yeah, nutrients and ingredients are very important here. And this is just overall an energy of cuteness. And this is like cuteness personified. So I feel like you're really finding your groove. you know, starseeds don't always find it easy to settle into Earth, but this is definitely a grounded energy here. You feeling like you belong here. And I feel like you've carved this out, because we could easily go down that road of feeling like we don't belong. But actually, if we decide we belong, if we decide we're VIP guests on Earth, if we know Gaia loves us, if we know the non-physical universe responds to us, serves us, loves us, is part of us, then we can get pretty damn cozy anywhere in the cosmos. And that's what I'm getting here. I feel like you're as snug as a bug in a rug. Or maybe that's something you're moving into, some sort of cozy sanctuary for the winter perhaps. And I feel like you're indulging here. You could be watching beautiful movies, anything that lifts your heart in a harmonic way. I'm getting opera for somebody. You could be listening to classical music. I'm seeing the rain against someone's window in like a library type setting. So you could be reading, writing, getting into those cozy hibernation, or kind of like a burrow energy here, and really enjoying the richness that winter brings. This is lucky, and it's also about you being in that warm, toasty energy. You know, they're giving me that reference from Stardust, and I do reference that movie quite a lot because it's very magical. But the star in Stardust, when she was all toasty in the bath, she started glowing. And that's what I'm getting for you. I feel like you could be getting quite detailed and maybe even slightly fussier about the products you're buying or the way you live your life. There's a refinement going on, and it's a very peaceful, calm, cozy, beautiful, settling kind of energy where you're finding peace, I feel. A lovely, serene, beautiful glow. That's what I'm getting here. So let's start off with 3 of these. Okay, I'm going to start my timer now so we can get some number synchronicities if I'm told to look at the clock. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, higher beings, what do we need to know? I'm seeing someone in a white, this kind of looks like some big wizard's cape or something like that, but it almost looks kind of sci-fi with big arm, you know, like the shoulder pads you get in the 80s, but these are pointy. It's like it's going up and then pointing like that. White clothing. We've got breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Wow. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing coming up here, because there's something about the detail, the little things meaning so much, and getting so much out of the small things, letting yourself really sink into the beauty that physical reality brings you, the sensations, the smells, the tastes, and the touch, the texture of life I'm getting. There's a lovely cocooned energy here. Feeling very toasty and cocooned. I feel like there is some sort of spirit guide. It's so bizarre. He's kind of got the vibe of that evil one off of Lord of the Rings. I think he's called Sauron with the white hair. It's not him, but it's kind of that kind of vibe from my perspective. But I feel like he's some sort of cosmic guide. He operates on a very high frequency. I say he, that's just the way the energy is projecting itself. But this is a refined sort of energy you're picking up on from him, a different viewpoint, not so far out to those of us who live this stuff, you know. It's not far out to me, the energy he's giving you, but to, you know, a lot of people, whoa, you try and talk to them about it, they wouldn't know what the hell you were talking about. This is between you and him. This is unique, beautiful information. I'm getting Arcturus, Arcturian kind of energy coming through. Andromeda. But he's showing me a circle, a symbolic circle. I feel like he keeps you safe and guided. It's like a white energy, a white light energy that he's got, and I feel like it's a very refined frequency, and I feel like this is a natural frequency that your consciousness attunes to. I'm getting that this energy has sort of kept you out of trouble, because it's one of those energies that will magnetize you back to it, because you could always feel his presence. So anytime maybe in childhood or anything like that where someone wanted to do something crazy, your instinct was telling you no, because if you went down that pathway it would pull you away from this frequency, this guiding frequency. So you would always pull yourself back to that sensible, intelligent, clear, highly intelligent Ace of Swords kind of energy I'm getting from this figure that you're connecting to, right? And I do feel like people have got to understand the law of one. They've really got to understand the law of one. if multiple people resonate with this reading, it's because these energies non-physically are available to multiple people. The universe is so powerful. We all live simultaneous lives. We all have a multi-dimensional nature. So don't ever think that if something resonates with you, it's because you've got so many energies to connect to, so many guides potentially, so many ancestors, other people's ancestors. They're all in it together. It's teamwork, baby. Teamwork. Okay, we've got perspective here. And now on this, it says, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. But for you, I feel like the common ground here is this locale, this cosmic. They keep pulling me to this outward frequency that this guide holds. And I feel like quite a few of you can connect to this energy. It's a very sensible, guiding, clear energy. And it kind of feels like that far out from Earth, right? Okay, I'm going to get on with it. Let's pull some tarot and we'll see what's coming out with this. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Yes, I feel like in this cozy, beautiful kind of environment. I don't know why they just told me Saturn and Saturnalia, but with a lovely peaceful energy on it. So you could have really grounded your root chakra. You could have really made your peace with certain things. You could have really gone through some sequences of thought that brought you out the other side much stronger, more grounded, more rooted, more sure of yourself, and therefore more able to relax. This is going to attune you to higher levels, because I feel like you are putting a boundary. At least you're going to have like certain evenings where you're going to have this lovely energy grace you. And I feel like you're going to be quite relaxed and ready to absorb is what I'm getting. You're getting ready to absorb new, higher caliber frequencies. They're giving me that alien lingo, or what is it they called it? Some sort of galactic lingo, alien lingo. Okay, Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups energy here. Three of Pentacles. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Now this is toasty, isn't it, with this Ace of Wands? And I feel like this is a new kind of platform for you with this Eight of Cups. You're going to get a lot of fulfillment from this next leg of your journey. And there is a very alchemical kind of green botanist energy here. So this could be you working on the garden of your soul, but that could certainly be flowing outwards when it comes to things you're creating, or just how you feel maybe around the house with your cooking or your beauty regime or your self-care, right? There's something that's kind of blossoming and getting bigger in you. And it's funny because I feel like this is all about coziness, and this is all about you refining your dream the way you want it to feel. There's something about maybe pulling yourself out of circulation for the winter, or maybe finding those quiet moments, leaving the crowd, that's going to bring you a lot of bliss and a lot of communication with these higher realms and this higher guide energy. This Ace of Wands does interest me though. Let's get one for this Ace of Wands. This is actually, in this card, this is like a wand in the opening of a cave, right? So there's that burrow energy there of you being fully in your divine power with this fiery energy, this divinity. I mean, the aces in tarot are no joke. They really, truly, if we can get to that Ace of Wands point, we are literally connecting with the fire of the crown chakra and being invigorated. So I certainly feel like working in your own inner temple over the winter is going to bring you some beautiful, invigorating messages, inspirations, creative packages. Justice here with Sekhmet energy. And I'm getting this energy of it's all under control. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you know you're in control here. And what I'm getting is this balancing maybe of some sort of shadow element, something emotional you've worked through, and you found this lovely positioning of the soul where something doesn't bother you anymore. You've learned to regulate it. You've learned to self-regulate. There's something outside of you that no longer controls you, which is really beautiful. We've got understanding here with Nut. Number 4, energy stability. Yeah, look at this. We've got justice. We've got understanding. And then we've got alchemical force here. And that's what this Ace of Wands is, a real alchemical force. So I feel like there's something instinctive in you that wants to burrow down for the winter and get in touch with this alchemical force, King of Wands energy, again, mastering the passions. And that could be something that you've had to learn to do, right? We kind of all have to learn how to master that passionate primal energy, because it's very powerful. It can create empires, it can break empires. We have the power to create worlds. And I feel like you've really elevated your understanding of your own personal passions and the fiery nature that you have, and you've learned to tame it. You've learned to have this power over the fire, to use it to warm you and not to allow it to maybe burn you anymore, right? We can all have, relationships. We can all have reactions in relationships, especially when we're young and we've got all that primal energy. We're like little baby vampires, a lot of us, right? Especially if you're an alchemical force here. And it's funny, I was talking about Pluto with that M&M in the beginning. So you can have some significant 8th house placements or Scorpio placements here. 3 of Swords energy. So I feel like that's what's built up your alchemical force throughout your life. It's maybe you feel things very deep. Maybe you've got something like a Venus in Scorpio like me, because this is Scorpio energy, and this is that, really feeling the wounds on this 3 of Swords, but if you can feel the wounds and get through it, and learn to temper it, learn to use your nature to your advantage and focus it at the right things. And keep yourself away from the wrong people ahead of time. I feel like you've really kind of regulated yourself with red flags. You see them straight away, or you dodge them altogether, because there's no way you're going through that much pain again, right? You've shifted something around here and become a powerhouse, self-protected alchemical force. I feel like you're realizing now, this is like a golden fire stick, literally. This is like you harnessing the power of gold in your soul. Your own unique kind of gold is what I'm getting. Because we feel like there's only one type of alchemical gold. But when the human anchors in their higher self, when we manage to turn that conscious energy into pure gold through our perspective, through the tuning of our internal world and our reactions to our external reality, the gold we pull in from our higher self, it's its own unique form of gold. And with you, I'm getting that you've been baking in this energy. It is like a beautiful bun, to be honest. With death energy, it's like you are baking in this golden cosmic energy, but it's yours. You've conjured it. It's your unique form of gold. So Spirit's telling me, instead of rose gold or turquoise gold or green gold or whatever, affix your own word that represents you before gold. This is Samantha gold. This is Brian gold. You know what I'm saying here? They're saying, the Egyptians used gold for a reason. And for some reason, they're saying it's no joke. Or, all this idea of making things out of gold. This is real symbolism. It doesn't get realer than what the Egyptians had to show you symbolically. It just does not get realer than that. It's all in plain sight. Maybe you're going to be getting downloads about that. Maybe you have got downloads about that. Let's see, Child of the Cosmos. 4 of Pentacles. There's that grounded look at her. She's all cloaked and beautiful, like little Green Riding Hood, keeping her little box of coins nice and safe. Show me one more. Safe for the winter and justice again. We've got a lot of justice coming out here, a lot of balance in your soul, a lot of weighing the heart against the feather and coming up even. 12:02 on my clock, but it was 12:01 before that. I saw 12:01 first. It's funny, they're giving me heaven and hell. And it's like, maybe you're realizing, and maybe that's why that Pluto came up at the beginning. Pluto being at the top of the tree of life. It gets to the point where we realize we can't escape hell. We can't escape what can exist within our own mind, because we take our mind with us wherever we go. And we're immortal. We're going to have this conscious awareness forever. But what we can do on earth is we can get so comfy in something that we once found to be hellish that we turn it into heaven. We pull in the gold and we spread that gold all around us. We can't stop Pluto existing. We can't stop Saturn existing. We can't change the balance of nature. We can't change the balance of the universe, but we can transform anything we want into gold. So you found this level of contentment here that's very impressive. your own personal gold that can only channel through you. You're a unique being in this lifetime. Despite the fact that your higher self is immortal, the vessel you chose to combine with that beautiful essence creates a unique essence. They're showing me stained glass. Everyone's personality that is attached to their human being like stained glass. And the consciousness that joins the vessel is like the light that shines through that unique stained glass, the unique consciousness of each being. So you're aligned. I'm getting you are aligned. I'm seeing purples. I'm seeing like a peachy orange, more orange than that. Stained glass. Hues of yellow. Hues of like a pinky orange. But I'm also getting blue here as well. Ace of Swords. There's that clarity of that guide, right? A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. And this energy is helping you hold the vision. Because this sword does have that kind of Sauron energy. It's got like a white-haired... You can imagine a white-haired man holding this sword. And holding such a clear frequency of truth for you to align your soul and your consciousness with. And there's a lot of bounty here as well. That's a very botanical Ace of Swords. So maybe this soul is working with you on some sort of detailed alchemy, sending you inspiration, sending you thought packages. They are saying look out for the color green in your symbols, in your numbers, in your signs that the universe is spinning around to you. Heart chakra energy is stern, It's not even that this energy is stern, it's just that it is what it is. That sounds so dehumanizing. The energy, the being, is who they are. And they just hold such a steady beacon of truth. But I feel like the more you tune into this in your burrow, the more you're going to get these beautiful alchemical downloads coming through to you. They're saying tidbits. It'll come through in bits and bobs. A little bit here, a little bit there. So they're saying get a notepad, write it down. You probably already do this, but there could be huge amounts of inspiration coming in cosmically from this energy source, but it will feel to you as if it's coming in at this time of day, 1 minute. You may be drifting off to sleep. You know that old chestnut where you drift off to sleep and then all of a sudden you start getting the best downloads ever. Knight of Swords energy here. Again, that clear moving communication. And the Hierophant energy here with the Queen of Pentacles, lovely and bounteous. Oh, and I'm getting the word safe coming through. So I feel like your nervous system has found it's like not only is your root chakra grounded beautifully, it's become very powerful. But I feel like you were always powerful anyway, but it's almost like you are dominant now. Hierophant energy means leadership. It's the Pope energy. It symbolically is about institutions, they say, but in the tarot, alchemically and archetypally, it will always represent that which you look up to, that which holds you. It's the belief system you choose. It's universal law. It's knowing that there is an energy that regulates everything. But I feel like you're getting downloads here and you could be moving into teaching. You could be moving into regulating all this information in a way that you can translate onto the earth here and be the communicator. Because this is almost like 4 horsemen kind of energy coming off this Knight of Swords. Something you're communicating or just an energy that you are transmitting here. This doesn't have to be something you're writing. You don't have to be on YouTube necessarily displaying yourself as a teacher, although you could be. But this is about you transmitting the energy. And it's almost like a pass the parcel. Don't know if you've got that game anywhere else in the world, but it's like this guide energy is passing you the parcel. You're unwrapping it and then you're passing it on to people in the collective to help spread these seeds of a divine new earth and be completely aligned with universal law. They want you to make sure that is the case. You're someone who's dealt with Saturn. You're someone who's dealt with Pluto. And I feel like you're someone who's free-minded with Neptune. So I feel like that's why you are a trusted beacon, because you don't get pulled in by fads. You don't get pulled in by what other people expect of you or think of you. You can probably pull your energy out to ancient times and maybe feel like, God, I wish I was back there, right? Like maybe for whatever reason you would feel more comfortable in another era where people were more scholarly, where people respected certain refined modalities of being. You know, I feel like you're someone who loves a lot of respect, and I feel like that could have been shocking for you on the earth plane. Maybe people dishing you out these energies that to your being would have felt absolutely vile, actually. carnivorous human beings, animalistic energies, selfish energies. So I feel like you're someone whose mind is a completely free beacon, and you have to be aligned with universal law for the Hierophant to be coming out like this with this Ace of Swords. So you are truly free-minded. We've got warrior woman, warrior man. Have you answered your deepest calling? And I feel like that's coming in for you. We've got that sword again as a big sign that you are on this beautiful pathway. And they're kind of showing me you walking on a sword, right? You know when the sword goes kind of bendy, but you've taken the pathway, even when it's felt wobbly to you. You always had this steel-like faith in yourself, and it's imparted this guiding energy that keeps helping you realign yourself over and over again. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay, so there's something you're transmitting, and it could be verbal, right? You could be doing really good podcasts, you could be doing anything, but you're certainly refining this frequency, I would say, over the winter period, maybe, or maybe this is something you've been doing. All my readings are timeless anyway, but there's a phase here of lovely coziness and being a formidable force of nature in your steely resolve. It's like this resolve, like, I'm stronger than I've ever been. And I feel like you're getting enthusiastic. I feel like you're getting this passion to maybe find information and go forward. But this is very independent. This is like you having your own, it's almost like a log cabin energy. It's almost like a treehouse energy, a secret world, a beautiful sanctuary. And that's so priceless to pull in these unique, gorgeous energies that only you can bring. You are the gold, and look how this is shining gold here, right? But it's like a prism of light. It's flowing onwards, that light that's getting passed from, wow, there's a girl there, there's a figure there. So the light is going to you, and then you're flowing it onwards, right? Yeah, I definitely feel like your energy is teaching by vibration, by example, because humans love something to subliminally copy or whatever. It's just something that we all have in us, right? We learn from each other. So something about the example you give coming up here. And Abraham always says that we can only teach by our example. So you're definitely holding the fort somehow, and you found this new positioning of strength and confidence, believing in your own inner world, not needing any outside confirmation. You've got this amazing guiding energy that is much more stable and secure than anything that you could get from any being on the earth. This guy, he ain't budging. He's a master energy, a beautiful intellectual master who I feel like can send you the most beautiful, refined. They're showing me this. It almost looks like musical notes coming in and hitting you etherically. But this is about tuning your consciousness to absorb these beautiful, it's like snowflakes of information that this energy is going to be sending to you. Yeah, it's like cosmic snowflakes. It's beautiful, catching one and then feeling another. This is gorgeous. Absorption. They want you to be prepared for this absorption of energy. Now, I just looked at the clock at 2113, but I feel like they wanted me to look at it at 2112, and there's 2122 again on my clock. I've been seeing that number a lot lately. I don't know about you guys. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. So it's going to become the new normal, right? For us to zone in full faith and easy confidence into our soul tribe positionings. And they're saying the more of us that hold that positioning of this is easy, this is flowing, soul tribe, yeah, everything's coming together good, the more that gets conjured non-physically. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms, council of light. There we go. If that doesn't look like a group of Sauron type beings, I don't know what does. Is there anything else we need for this reading? Let's get some animal cards, if I can grab them. Right. Portal of love. That's come out in every single reading I've done. Okay. We're creating a portal of love, guys. Portal of beautiful love. Okay. Mouse energy. Keeping it secret, I'm getting. Keeping your stuff secret. And I feel like getting a real kick out of being in your own energy. It's magnifying your energy. Beautiful, sweet, gorgeous energy. Yeah, hawk energy. And there's this big elder energy, right? With the whale energy. Then we've got the elephant here. Then we've got the nightingale sending you beautiful tidbits. Remember that sound, those sound waves? It could be important hearing different bits of songs at different times. Hearing people speaking while you're walking past them in the street. Watch out for the sound symbology, particularly in song lyrics, because there could be like little tidbits I'm getting. Whale energy is big, strong guidance. Big, strong guidance. And with the elephant, it's like you're bursting through something. You're avoiding a lot of other stuff by being in this golden, it's like a golden hive, a golden cocoon energy that you've conjured up. And I feel like, you know, you're keeping yourself burrowed away and keeping yourself maybe a little bit hidden in the most beautiful, toasty way. And it's exalting your soul with this hawk energy. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a real card of sovereignty. Let's read from the book here. Where are you? We need air. There we go. Oh, there's that dragonfly I saw before I started the reading. Okay, we've got watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. That's you. That's you, the messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It's said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, you see clearly and you're very intuitive. And we've got a perspective shift coming up here of you seeing yourself as you truly are, I feel, as a messenger of the divine. The way they said about details there, I feel like it's so important for you to keep your energy centers cleared so that you can pick up on the details. You don't want too much outside noise, maybe. It's about keeping your frequency golden, merry, and jolly. They're showing me holly with the little red beads on it, so you could see that symbology somewhere. Now also show me a rose quite similar to this one, but a slightly different color. So look out for those roses and see what rose symbology comes up for you. I'm going to leave it there. This is beautiful. Yeah, they're giving me guru here. So maybe this is you reframing yourself to see yourself as, guru's a strong word, but I feel like we're reframing a lot of things in our own consciousness because we get to choose what each word means to us. And I feel like this is a guru in the most beautiful, real, beautiful way. All right, because I feel like it's something about the way you relate to people that makes you realer and more grounded with all this like root chakra dominance, you know. I feel like you're someone who keeps it 100 at all times. And you could have this Saturn kind of way about you where you respect Saturn and you understand the need for severity, the need for boundaries, strictness, and to obey universal law, right? We can't ignore Saturn, and I feel like you're someone who knows this. So I say guru, and they're saying guru with a little g, because I feel like there are going to be many people now. We're evolving at such a rapid rate, and we're all teaching each other and learning from each other. So they want us to kind of claim our words back and let us choose what each word means to us within our community. We're in control. We get to decide. And this is beautiful. I hope this reading's helped you. Sending you squidgies. Mwah. Lots of love.